Hello, welcome back to Fitness Friday with Johnny Tiger. The date? Well, it's Friday. Surprise! And it's November 2020. Oh, hey, look at that, 2020. One of my favorite combinations in this video date notation. Hmm. I'm feeling a little bit out of sorts today. Hardly had any sleep last night. And just one of those days where a lot to do while not a lot getting done, and seem to be a little bit too frantic, too much about catching up. And look at this, almost 10 o'clock at night, and I'm just getting around to doing today's video. Well, at least it's getting done, and at least I'm not just sitting around the house doing squat all day. Speaking of which, isn't it strange that almost every exercise routine nowadays involves some kind of squat? And yet, we, I don't know about you, but for me, when someone asks, so what did you do today? I would have a little bit of a feeling a bit self-conscious if I say, oh, nothing, I just did squat all day, even though I meant squat. And in the exercise sense, I always fear that people are going to think that I mean squat. I mean, I did nothing all day. Incidentally, doing nothing all day is not always bad. I think nowadays, a lot of us get mentally conditioned into this idea that we have to be productive, we have to be doing something all the time. Every waking moment, we have to be productive, we have to do something. And I think it's not that age, it's not those years anymore. I think the world is running well enough that you and I and everyone in the world can actually take time off and enjoy ourselves without actually having to do anything for a lot of the time, and the world will still go around. Just think about it. Even the presidents and even the prime ministers, they take time off to go have these big fancy dinners, to play golf and yada yada yada. They definitely don't spend their every waking hour being productive. So if they can get away with it, so can we. And this is starting to sound a little bit more like Soul Search Sunday. So before I digress and lose my train of thought some more, let's go into what we are going to do today. As more and more of us are staying home, more and more during the pandemic, we are looking for different ways to exercise. And one of the best, easiest, and most numerous way to get a workout is to learn different squats. Now, I grew up being a little bit hyper and a little bit ADD, and I almost never sit still, even when I'm watching TV or uh, heck, I think the only time I actually would sit still is when I'm researching something on the computer or playing video game or something like that. But yeah, even when I'm reading, listening to audiobook or watching the TV show, I can't sit still. I'm not one of those guys that can sit down in the chair and enjoy watching the show. I have to be up and doing lunges and doing squats and jumping around while I pay attention to the show, which really drives a lot of people nuts when they are spending time with me. I know that. Definitely drove my father nuts when I had to watch TV with him. He was constantly yelling at me about, hey, can you just sit still? So this is to say that I do a lot of moving about. I do a lot of squats. I do a lot of lunges. I do a lot of planks and push-ups and stuff like that. While I'm not really supposed to be working out, just so I can stay active and keep moving. So today I'm going to share with you 7 squats that can you can do at home. You can do while you're watching TV. Drive other people nuts. You can do while waiting for the bus. And you can do whenever that you can stand up and move around a little bit or have something you can hold on to for support. Keep in mind that this is not all the squats there is. There are literally hundreds of different combinations, different ways of doing squat, different items you can hold, in different ways you can hold your hand while you're doing squat. But this seven will give you a good, decent starting point, I hope. Number one, the basic squat. Let's all look at the basic. Now, let me take this chance to say, um, myself included, a lot of fitness trainers, a lot of martial art trainers will tell you you must have your toes forward, you must have your knees behind your toes, you must have your back straight, and you must have this, you must have that. But that is um, a standard that we would like our students, our trainees to abide by. Those are not written in stone. In the end, when you're doing squat, as long as you are not feeling any pain, as long as nothing hurts, then it's okay. Okay? So if you can't do squat with your knee behind your toe, like if you are one of those people that you just tend to lean forward a little bit like this, with your knee coming over your toe, hey, if it doesn't hurt, it's fine. It's fine. Uh, if you were in my class, I would correct your posture, but if that's the only way you are going to do squat, then by all means, do it that way. It's fine. As long as it doesn't hurt, it's fine. So, basic squat. Feet shoulder width apart, toes facing forward, body nice and tall, back nice and straight, shoulder back, chest out, and slowly bend your knee, drop your butt down towards the ground. Try to keep your upper body as upright as possible. Try not to lean forward. But again, like I said, if you must, you must. Whatever you have to do to get your squat done. Okay? You want to go down until your thighs are parallel to the ground. So in other words, someone can actually put a table on your thigh. Go down and then you come up. You go down. Where do you put your hand? My personal favorite is I cross my arm, like the genie in Aladdin. A lot of people will also hold their arm out, palm upward, like this, when they're doing the squat. Okay? Whatever. But one thing that you probably don't want to do is put your hand on your side. Or some people they put their hand on the side when they're doing squat. Okay, that's kind of cheating the system a little bit because you're pushing with your arm, not completely with your leg. But there again, if you are really new at this, and if that's the only way you can do this, then that's okay. So standard squat, feet shoulder width apart, back straight, chest out, shoulder back, arm crossed, go down and up, go down and up, go down and up, go down and up. Squat number two, the sumo squat. The sumo squat is very similar to a standard squat, but it will work different group of your leg muscle. All you are changing is your leg position. So when you do the sumo squat, you want to have your feet almost twice as wide as your shoulders, so a wide stance. Rather than pointing your toe forward, you want to have your toes pointing out slightly. So you got that little duck feet thing going on. Wide leg and toes pointing a little bit outward. And then you squat down again. Try to keep your chest up and chest forward, shoulder back. Down and up. Again, you want to go all the way down until your thighs are parallel to the ground. Down and up, down and up, down and up. You want to suck your belly in, clench your buttocks when you're doing this squat. Don't just move the leg, okay? Make sure you engage your core, engage your muscles. This will make you feel better this way. Number 3, squat poses. Squat poses is these little add-ons that you can modify almost every kind of your squat with. So we've done the standard squat, and we've done the sumo squat, and both of these you can add squat poses to them. Why do we do poses? I'm going to talk more about poses in the future of the benefit that it has. But long story short, when you do quick little movement like poses, it will generate more fatigue in your muscles. In other words, it will help you burn more fat. But if your goal is to get nice and lean, then you want to do those pulses more than full squat. Full squat is they're great for stretching and training your balance and dynamic movement, and also weight training, building big muscles. But if you want to get lean, lose some weight faster around your thigh and hip, then focus on doing the pulses. So how do we do the pulses? From any kind of squat, we'll look at standard squat and sumo squat since we already did them. From standard squat, I'm going to turn sideways so maybe you guys can see better. From standard squat, we go down to the bottom of the squat, and then rather than coming back up, we just stay on the bottom and go up and down a few inches. That's very small movement. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Believe me, your thighs will start to burn very soon. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Fast and steady. Similarly, from sumo squat, okay, turning my back to you guys, so I'll give you a different perspective. Sumo squat, feet nice and wide, toes pointing out to the side. We go down to the bottom, and then without standing back up, we bounce our butt up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, a few inches. That's all. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Number 4, the chair squat. Now, the chair squat can be a bit tricky for some people, but if you have balance issue, if you find this one hard, it's okay. It's always okay to hold on to the wall, hold on to a chair when you're doing this squat, okay? So, when we do a chair squat, we have our feet close together, legs are together, feet are together, toes pointing forward, and either you are holding onto the chair, holding onto the wall, or if you have good balance, you keep your hands out in front of you, palm to the ceiling. I'm going to turn sideways. And then, with your feet together, you bend your knee and bring your butt down like you're sitting down in a chair. Like you're sitting down in a chair. Like you're sitting down in a chair. Try to keep your chest up and don't lean too far forward. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Just like that. You'll notice that when you do the chair squat, it will engage a lot of your ankles and your calves. It's a wonderful, wonderful squat for your calf muscles. Number 5, the deep heel to butt squat. The deep heel to butt squat. This is basically a more advanced, more deep chair squat. So we start off in a chair squat position, but rather than just going down to the point of sitting down on the chair. We'll actually drop our butt all the way down and try to touch our heel with it. If you've seen people hunkering down to talk, a lot of people in the field, a lot of Asian people actually do this really good. They'll just squat all the way down. That's basically what you're looking for. So with your feet together, hands out in front of you or holding onto the wall if you have balance issue, you'll squat all the way down. Now, before you get to the bottom, your heels will come off the floor. That's fine. That's perfectly normal. As long as you can get your butt as close to your heel, it's okay to have your heel off the floor. So, legs together, feet together, we squat down while all the way down till we are in this as deep a squat as we can, and we are actually sitting on our heel, and then we come back up, and then we go down again, and then come up, up. Now, in this squat, you'll notice that your knees are coming way past your toe. That's okay too. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay? Do it nice and slow. Don't uh, don't slam it down. Don't do it fast. Don't blow out your knee. Okay? Nice and control. Try to sing 6 seconds down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 6 seconds up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice and slow. Number 6. Now we're getting something a little bit more challenging. The one-legged squat. Now, for people who really have balance issue, again, you can hold onto a wall, a shelf, a chair while doing this, or you can just put your one leg up on a chair and try to squat with the leg that's on the ground. Okay? Standard one leg squat. I'm standing in a standard basic squat position, feet shoulder width apart, and I'm going to bring my left foot off the ground. So I'm standing on right foot only. Now I'm going to bend my right knee until I'm squatting down and then up. Down and up. Down and up. Try not to lean forward. Down and up. If you can go down, if you can go all the way down till your thighs are parallel to the ground, great. But if not, just go down as far as you can. Down and up. Down and up. You can actually do alternate one leg squat by just while we go down, both our feet are on the ground, and when we come up, we lift one foot off the ground. Okay, so it will look something like regular squat going down, and then one leg squat coming up, and I put my foot down, go down again, regular squat going down, and then this time I lift my other foot coming up. So 2 feet down, 1 foot up. Now you can do your one leg squat that way too. Last but not least, like I said, there's a lot more. This is a variation of the one leg squat, and this is amazing for stretching. This is really an amazing stretch. Of course, again, if balance is an issue, hold on to something. Yeah? Rather than having one leg up in the air, we are going to cross the top leg over the knee of the standing leg to form a figure 4. And then we squat. And then we squat. You'll notice that while you're squatting, the leg that's crossed over is getting stretched. This is very nice. Play around with your squat. If things get too easy, you can always carry something in your hand. Carry a dumbbell, barbell, chair, table, baby, cat, puppy, whatever. As long as, remember this, as long as you're not feeling any pain, as long as it's not hurting you, It's okay. Have fun with it. Thank you for checking out today's Fitness Friday. We'll be back again tomorrow for Survival Saturday. For now, have a good night.